Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Bonsoir tout le monde et bienvenue. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, opening the Lake Ontario Radio Club Monday Night Accidental Net. Of course, I started this net by accident a little over a year and a half ago, and we've been going with it ever since. If you have any, some people call it the oopsie net, and so I'm okay with that. But anyways, I'd like to thank the owner of this repeater, the VE3ZOE Repeater, and that would be Terry, VE3IQL. Thank you so much, Terry, for the use of this repeater. It is greatly appreciated. And so, let's see. Tonight is the 10th of August, 2026. And my name is Chuck, and my station is located in Hamilton, Ontario, at the western tip of Lake Ontario. And with that, let's see if we have any time sensitive mobile or priority traffic stations who would like to check in. Please come now. And Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor, Mark, come on in. How are you? Ah, yes. Oh, geez, that reminds me. There's another ham, Paul, PDL, VE3 Papa Delta Lima. I remember when he used to order, uh, a sub or a shawarma or whatever, once a day, if not more. And gosh, that's got to be a big ding in the pocketbook. But when you're using it for convenience, I mean, that's a wholly different thing, right? So anyhow, Mark, thank you so much for your check-in. I'll let you get back to getting settled in and waiting for your dinner. Thanks again, Mark. Okay, very good. Mark, enjoy your dinner. Uh, oh, you can't hear. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I had the volume turned down. Steel City Coach. See, I did the first oopsie. I had the mic gain for the radio turned way down, and so you couldn't hear Mark unless you were actually on the radio. So, Coach, it should be better now. Let's see who else is out there that would like to check into the Monday Night Accidental Net.
Victor Alpha 3, India, Mike Whiskey.
VA3NFG.
And VA3BT.
Victor Echo 3 India, Uniform Kilowatt.
All right, we got a little bit of a lineup there. I've got IMW, NFG, Bravo Tango, India Uniform Kilowatt. Just a reminder, you don't have to be a member of the Lake Ontario Radio Club to check in. Everyone is welcome. Is there anyone else? All right, let's bring in Mac, VA3 IMW.
Good evening, Chuck, and all on net. Boy, it's nice to hear Albert with an RF check-in on a Monday. I bet you he's just beaming from ear to ear. Anyways, you might want to check your EQ settings. We're hearing a lot of the room, which is kind of abnormal. And I'm not sure if you left something on or didn't turn something off or something. I don't know.
I was excited.
Monday, beautiful day. Really, really, weather that you wish summers were like all the time. 26, 27 degrees, relative humidity not terribly bad. We had some cloudy skies earlier today. I'm not sure who got rain. I don't think we
Right,
got it
very
up
good,
well,
Coach.
but it was threatening. Other than that, it's just a good day. It's definitely what I would call a happy Monday. Oh, by the way, wishing happy birthday to Snoopy. He would be 58 years old today. He was born August 10th in 1968. So, yes, happy birthday, Snoopy.
All right, very good. And what was it? I think it was today, but they did this story on the news that Alexander Graham Bell uh, made his first phone call in Brantford to Paris, I think on the 10th of August, 150 years ago. So yeah, happy happy birthday to Pa Bell and Snoopy. Thanks for that, Mac, and hopefully the audio is sounding more to your liking and everyone else's. Yes, you're right. I had the settings set for um, the handheld mic, and so I've been a little bit excited, Mac. I I finally got uh, my order from GPS Central that I ordered 3 months ago. And that is the protective casing that goes around the radio. And if you're looking at the video now on YouTube, you'll be able to see that I'm panning left to right here, and I was so excited I, I completely forgot to change my audio settings there, Mac. Back to you.
All right. Yeah, I guess a little bit of a back order on that one. Anyways, I'm on my page. I'm also streaming as well. For you following along one place or another, you can follow along with me at VA3IMW. Look that up on the YouTube search box, and we've got Bill, Albert, Droner Wayne, and Chris. Not sure who that is. Chris Mark, Chris. I don't know. Maybe that's one of Mark's aliases. Anyways, everybody's waving the hands and congratulations on tweaking your mic settings so we were sounding much better. Everybody's happy. Anyways, I won't hold it up. You do have a bit of a lineup forming to the left, so we'll let you go ahead and say hello to the rest of the guys. And maybe you can coax in some YLs from time to time. What is it with us ham radio guys? We seem to be lacking in the fairer sex, I guess. Anyways, thanks for doing this one, Chuck, and keep up the oopsies.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, yeah, both Mac and I are streaming. Tonight is a ham-filled night with starting off with this net, the Monday night accidental net. And at the same time, we have the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club UHF VHF net on the VE3NCF repeaters, 2 meters, 70 centimeters. And then at 8 o'clock, Rick, VE3 Bravo kilowatt, will be net control for the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club HF net, which will be held on 7.150. If it's occupied, look up or look down 2 or 3 KC there, and you'll find us. And also, Chris, VE3 RWJ, is doing a net at 8 o'clock as well on the VE3 RSB Burlington repeater. It's called the Sounds Good net. and anything related to sound, be it music or cave drums, you name it. All right, so with that, let's bring in who's next? We've got VA3NFG, Steve, the guy who likes to vacuum houses with no central air.
Good evening, Chuck, and to all on net. Well, I really don't like to vacuum, period. Uh, and don't like to vacuum even more so in a house that's hot and stuffy. So, anyway, we got the job done today. And I think that is it. In 4 hours and some odd minutes, I can no longer call that address well, I guess I could call it my previous address. However, that's the house that I grew up in. So, I've lived a couple places since then, but it's so comforting to know, that there. If needed be, I guess I could have moved back home if I came across any hardships in life where I needed a place to stay. Thank God I'm not in that predicament. But anyway, long story short, the house is sold. Today's the closing date, and everything's out of there. Yep, everything's gone. I left a couple chairs, a stool, and a TV stand that I just couldn't get rid of. So, if anyone wants a TV stand, speak up, because we've only got a couple of hours to get it. Anyway, I'm going to let it drop here, and actually I'll send it back to you there, Chuck. Thanks for doing the net. VA3NFG.
Okay, Steve. Well, why don't you give us a little bit of details on the TV stand there, so people who might be interested might let you know. What do you got there, Steve?
It's just a simple, like a table, small table. Maybe a foot and a half high. It's black. Has two glass doors on it that are tinted very dark, and it's got no scratches or anything like that on it, and it's on coasters. So anybody needing any kind of a stand that they need to, they want to roll around the room for some convenient reason, that would be the stand for you. So, yeah. I do have to wake up in the morning there for work. So, if anybody's wanting that, I would speak up. Also, if anybody wants to know what it looks like, I do believe I have a picture of it, which I could easily send somebody. Yep, it's available. Another freebie. Speaking of freebies, I had Edward, VE3ZOE. He came out this morning and picked up I had a dehumidifier from the 70s that's always been in the family home. It's a good one. He picked that one up. This morning. So that's good. One less item to have to leave there. I checked online to see how much they were worth. I don't know what they were worth new. Actually, I think I do remember. It was a couple of $100, and that was back in the 70s, 1975, somewhere around there. And it runs today like it did in 1975. So I just would have left it behind for the new owners. But hey, if somebody can use it, then by all means, absolutely. Yeah, Chuck. So, what are you needing of a TV stand on coasters?
You know, I might have, but thinking now, our house is so small and we keep bringing things in. We just brought a dog crate in that's new to the living room, and so that's taking up a lot of space right now until we figure something else out. But it seems that she likes it in the living room, the dog that is. But maybe somebody else. So for now, Steve, listen. No one can take away the fact that you can say this is the house that I grew up in, whether a family member still owns it or not. No one can take that away from you. So, and the memories, of course. So it's sad in a way, but in the end, it's probably it is for the best, right?
Yeah, Roger that. It's I kind of got the feeling like it's kind of like saying goodbye, to a family member. It's the old home that we had many a good times there. But time moves on, so it's probably better that we sell that house. Actually, it's sold. It's sold. New owners take possession at 12:01. Power's going off tonight at 11:59, and I don't know when the power is going back on. So that's up to the new owners. I notified them that everything's out of there. The fridge was the last thing to empty today. Everything came out of there. All those ice cream bars. I thought about transporting them back to my place, but what would have happened? They all would have melted, of course, and then they all would have melted into each other. Well, actually not. They're individually wrapped, so I probably could have done that. But it just would end up being a sticky mess that I didn't feel like getting into or cleaning up. So, but yep, out with the old, in with the new, as they say, Chuck.
Yep. Very good. Um, yeah, I probably would have eaten half of them on the way home. Okay, thanks a lot for that, Steve. And so, yeah, if anybody needs a TV stand on coasters, let Steve know. So we'll clear with VA3 NFG. And let's bring in Albert, VA3 Bravo Tango, who's checking in from Hamilton.
Good evening, Chuck and everybody on frequency. Yeah, I'm just it's taking a little time to get used to this. I got home early and I didn't know what to do with myself. I got up early this morning. I didn't know what to do with myself. It's like, geez, I got up too early and I'm like, yeah, I don't have to leave this early. But anyways, it'll take a few days. I'll get adjusted to it. But yeah, it's nice to be close to home, working close to home. 15 minutes, literally, 15-minute drive. And 20 minutes going home with a little bit of traffic. I can handle that. Other than that, yeah, just setting up the job site, getting it all set up there, getting a generator for the trailer, so that's going to get set up tomorrow. We get power. And I start fencing in the site and hopefully start foundation soon. But we need a permit first. But, yeah, in the beginning there, you came hot and heavy with that mic, but you're sounding much better there, Chuck. Other than that, not much more on my end here. We'll hand it back over to you, VA3BT.
Okay, Albert, thanks. By the way, the difference in the two microphones that I use, the handheld and the studio mic, the studio mic only takes a mic gain of 20 and the handheld a 59. So I used the studio mic with 59% mic gain. It was way, way too much. So, but I can always count on people letting me know that I should check my settings. And so that's what I did. Anyways, yeah, nice to hear you on the radio for a change there, Albert. And so I'm sure you probably had a very relaxing weekend.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was busy on Saturday. Like I said, it was golfing Saturday, and I don't golf, but it was fun. I had fun. That was key. Sunday,
Yeah.
just busy around the house, but other than that, yeah. And had the handy talkie with me up on the hill there. Pick up that ZOE, no problem at all. And whatever other repeaters around me. And plus, I have elevation, so. But yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's just nice to be at home finally and not work out of town. I do got to go back out to Barrie on Thursday so that I can clean up the condo. One of the guys is
Yeah.
taking all the furniture, so that'll be an easy load up and go, clean her up, hand over the keys, and we're out of there.
Yeah. Yeah. Another one handing the keys over to someone, so to speak, like Steve, basically handing the keys over to his childhood home, and now you're you handed the keys over to your childhood project, or no, sorry, not childhood. I don't know. You know what I mean?
I'm just happy to be out of there. I don't think I want to be back in Barrie for a long time.
Oh, but I hear it's nice up there around Lake Simcoe there.
Chuck, it's nice in the summer. Yes, I'll give it that,
Yes.
but not during the winter, especially the winter that we just had.
Well, that's right. You spent the winter there. Well, kind of, sort of, yeah. Okay. Yeah, you would know. But yeah, well, it is north and not I don't think that's not considered part of Southern Ontario. So yeah, I mean, we're lucky here. Especially being at the right at the tip of Lake Ontario. All right, Albert, very good. Glad you had a golfing weekend. Yeah, I don't golf either. I mini putt. That's me. Geez, I can't remember the last time I swung an iron, but I know when I worked at E.D. Smith, they used to have the summer golf tournament that they'd hold for staff members, and of course they ruined it by drinking too much and just being imbeciles. And so they took that away, or they banned E.D. Smith from this one golf course. And I'm sure they told other golf courses in the area, watch out for those E.D. Smith guys. They're factory workers. They're a bunch of drinkers.
Well, that's the thing too. It does it ruins it for everyone too, right?
Yeah.
No, this was like it's funny though. This golf tournament on Saturday, it's run by a family there. This family, they're called Leathertown Plumbing, so they're a plumbing company, mechanical company, and they've been trying to invite me for like 30 years now. And believe it or not, this is the first time. And believe me, they were shocked to see me there.
Yeah. Is that Albert? Oh my goodness. That would have been something to see there, Albert. Okay, my friend, very good. Well, welcome back, Albert. And now, yeah, very close to home. Good for you, my friend. Anything else?
No, we'll let you pick up a bunch more there. We'll be listening along. VA3BT.
All right, very good. And so before I pick up Bill, I want to say hello to Jason, who's checking in on YouTube, VE3ZJC, and he says antennas are being transferred to the new tower. My vehicle is going in for service, and the missus won't let me stick antennas on hers. So take that as you like, but thanks, Jason, for checking in, and much appreciated there, my friend. All right, so let's bring in Victor Echo 3, India Uniform Kilowatt.
Good evening, Chuck. Good evening to everyone that's listening. Not a lot to report here. I guess I should wish Snoopy a happy birthday, Albert. I bet you're glad that those long trips are behind you. And I heard you guys mentioning golf. I'll start a joke, but I won't finish it. It's something about old golfers never die, they just lose something. You guys can fill in the blanks. And in regards to Alexander Graham Bell's telephone call, I've been hearing now that his claim to being the inventor of the telephone is coming into question, because apparently there was a bit of unscrupulous dealings by his father-in-law, which enabled him to get his patent into the office before Elijah Gray and have a sneak peek at Elijah Gray's schematics. But nothing that's proven, just something that I read about in a book I read about inventions and who really invented them. So there you go. So take that for what it is. Other than that, Chuck, thanks a lot for doing it, and we're just listening along.
Yeah, well, of course, there's always going to be things like that occurring uh, throughout events in history. But you got to remember, Alexander Graham Bell didn't just do that. He did a bunch of other things as well, invented a bunch of other theories and whatnot. Yeah, he's got that going for him. But anyways, Bill, thanks for checking in. Sounding good into the repeater, my friend.
Yep, thanks to Dave, VA3DCS. Yeah, he came over yesterday and made short work of getting the coax replaced, and he even helped me pull some. Well, he didn't help me. He did. He got under there and pulled a whole bunch of vines out of there that were actually going around the coax. So that's how it ended up getting cut in the first place. So I really appreciate his efforts. Yep. But just very quickly, if you go back into history and you see who gets credit for inventions, that's not always the person that was responsible for that invention. There was a guy by the name of Lee DeForest that took a lot of credit for things that he didn't invent. I'm sure some hams are familiar with that name. Anyways, Chuck, thanks a lot for doing it, and we'll be listening along.
Yeah. Same thing can be said for combustible engines and so on down the line there, Bill. So, all right. Well, thanks for sharing that. And of course, thanks for checking in tonight. Will you be available tomorrow night for the net?
That's a Roger.
Okay, barring any unforeseen property management oopsies, uh, we'll look for Bill tomorrow at 7 p.m. for the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net, the Tuesday edition, of course. And so let's see now. I think that's it for my list. Um, yeah, so just want to remind everyone uh, if you have any comments, leave a comment below or hit the like if you like this video. If you'd like to see something else, or I mean, hear a different topic for the evening, questions that we can ask, feel free to drop that in the comments. And so, with that, let's see who else is out there would like to check into the Monday night edition of the Lake Ontario Radio Club. We like to call the Oopsie Net. Please come now.
Victoria, England 3, Edward King John. And Victor Echo 3, Foxtrot Juliet, November.
All right, that first check in there almost threw me for a loop, but we've got VE3EKJ, and then we have VE3 Fox Juliet November. Let's bring in Bill, VE3EKJ.
Yeah, howdy, Chuck. Oh, nothing much new here. Looking out the window at my clematis, all pink and white, great big bush. Looks like, after Labor Day, I'm going to have to crop it back an awful lot. It's starting to take over half the yard. So I usually wait till the fall to chop it back, and hopefully it'll be good for the winter and not die off on me or whatever. My dear departed wife will come back and haunt me if I allow that to happen. And,
yeah.
well, as I can say, I seem to have been busy, but looking back, I can't think of a blessed thing I've managed to do all day, Chuck.
Well, Bill, sometimes, you do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and, at the end of the day, when you tally it up, you did do a little something better than, lying horizontal on the couch all day, eating bonbons and watching Oprah. So, I remember when they used to say that. But anyways, yeah. Um, so, it was a nice day, but she got pretty hot there at the peak of the day, and I go out until I feel uncomfortable, and then I come back in, and so you know, that's uh, that's the good part, right? And we do have a window shaker here, so we are able to cool the house down quite a bit. The bedrooms are, and the washroom are separate, smaller rooms. It's hard to get cool air in there, but we do all right. So, but anyways, Bill, anything else new and exciting?
Not really. Opened up a new bag of treats for my dog, and don't see why I buy separate dog treats. I mean, anytime I'm eating a cookie, she winds up with more of it than I eat.
Oh yeah, what kind does she like?
Pretty well everything, Chuck. I've never found one yet that she turned her nose up at. And lately, though, she's been having I think, a bit of a constipation problem. She had it a month or so ago, and she's an old dog. I take her outside. She started straining again now. And there's a trick you're probably aware of that a dog vet once told me. You get some pure pumpkin, the type,
Yep.
you get the missus to make a pumpkin pie at Halloween
Puree.
time. And you throw that down for them, and dogs love it. And, of course, my dog didn't, but I mixed it with some wet dog food out of a tin, and she liked the mix very, very much. And that seems to get things moving again, so I've been treating her to that for the last couple of days, and things seem to be working. But, she's an old dog, sort of like me, Chuck.
Yeah, I heard that trick too there, Bill. It's the fiber um, in the uh, in the pumpkin puree, but you got to be careful, of course, not to give them too much, or it's going to backfire and go a different way. But anyways, very good, very good. Well, as you know, we've got a new four-legged furry female friend here, and right now I'm watching her on my security cam. She's sleeping on our bed. And so she's starting to feel a lot more comfortable. And she is in love with my wife. So she'll eventually, she's coming around to me a little bit, but she's a little skittish. She was in an established family, husband, wife, two boys under the age of 5. So they basically grew up with this dog. And then a fresh baby. And so because it started nipping at the baby and then eventually, while being corrected, she bit the owner. Uh, and so that's it. They said that's it. So she's here now, and I'm sure she's, it's going to take a little bit to get used to her surroundings. But when my wife comes home, boy, she's on her. Uh, that's it, right? So that's good. That's good. I'm glad she feels very comfortable with my wife.
Yeah, my wife was never keen on letting animals into the bedroom at night. And that was a bit hard at the time because when she moved in with me, at the time I had a 120-pound German Shepherd named Fred who absolutely insisted on sleeping with us. And she got used to that surprisingly well. Fred wound up loving her sometimes, I think, a little more than me. He just took to her really strong. And but when we got our second dog, the one I've got now, she absolutely refused. She put her foot down. And the funny thing was that after she passed, I was more than willing to let the dog up on the bed. But once the dog's been trained like that, she just would not, break the habit. That's what she was taught as she was growing up as a puppy. Although I've come into the room a bit suddenly when she was napping, and I've caught her on the bed once or twice.
Oh yeah, there's no getting around that. Same thing here, Bill. The first night, of course, like I said, she right away bonded with the wife, and when we went to bed, she jumped up on the bed, and my wife said, get off. And she hasn't come up since, except when we're not in it. So during the day, I don't, we don't mind uh, because we're not in the bed. But as soon as we go to bed, that's it. She knows, and she hasn't tried it since that first night. So she's a pretty smart dog.
Well, we love them, that's for sure. In my family, it's never, none of us, brothers and sisters, parents, we just were raised always with animals, and it's not really a home for us unless you got a dog or a cat or preferably both. I was never much for fish. You can't pet a fish.
No, that's true. But some of them are very pretty to look at. And some of them are fun to watch getting eaten by other fish. Anyways, Bill, listen, thank you so much for checking in tonight. And I've got to pick up Colin there waiting in the wings. So anything to add, sir? Any words of wisdom?
Nope. You and Colin take it. Take care. VA3CJZ, VE3EKJ.
All right, very good then. And so let's go up to the top of the hill and say hello to Colin, VE3 Fox, Juliet November.
Yes, a very good evening to you there, Chuck. VA3CJZ, VE3FJN, and everyone else who's checked into the net. And I tell you, the signals are absolutely outstanding tonight. No problem at all. Everybody's full quietening, so there's no complaints about that. And yeah, it was good to hear you checking in on Sunday, Chuck, to the Trans-Canada net, and I was intrigued by the question that they put about the possibility of the resurgence of Citizens Band. And as I mentioned, it's been a long, long time since I ever thought of Citizens Band. And I guess somebody was saying on that net that they're going to be manufacturing the rigs for the Citizens Band, just with on doing away with the usual good signals. So anyway, we'll wait and see. I never really got into Citizens Band stuff. I used to listen to it and would turn it off quite regularly. I've been absolutely amazed by some of the language.
Oh, yes, yes, absolutely. They're calling, and well, that's not only on the Citizens Band. It's if you go to 7.200 megahertz on HF there, your ears will start twitching a little bit there too. But yeah, they're. I heard they're going to be manufacturing, or they have already with FM, I do believe. And you know what, Colin? I just recently programmed the CB lower 38 sideband frequency into my radio only about a month ago because, um, that way, if 10 meters is really going well, I'm sorry, 11 meters. If 11 meters is doing well, that usually means 10 meters is also going to be doing well. So whether you hear anyone on 10 meters or not, doesn't matter. All you got to do is call out, and I'm sure someone will probably pick you up. But yeah, and I really enjoy the 10 meters when it opens up. And so, yeah, how was the net today? I don't think the conditions were too good, Colin. How was your 2 to 3 o'clock net?
Yeah, that'll be tomorrow. That'll be tomorrow, Chuck.
Oh,
No,
yeah, yeah.
no net for me on a
Whoops.
Monday. I know. I mean, I was thankful that I think it was a week ago. It'll be a week ago tomorrow that you sat in and kept me company almost from start to finish. And I think the only other person that we had check in was Barry for his 3 o'clock hour, and I did talk to Lyle, and I couldn't hear him, but you were able to hear Lyle. Anyway, yeah. I was just thinking about it. As I say, a long time since I ever thought about Citizens Band and checking in and see if I could hear what's going on. I can't even remember what frequency. I'm racking my brains. I think that part of the brain has disappeared.
Yeah, well, Colin, since I got my ham ticket, I have not even thought about the Citizens Band. And so when I put the frequency in, I wasn't even sure. I had to search around. It was like, there it is, 28.385, I do believe, which is lower 38, or is it 365? I can't remember. But yeah. So yeah, just a month ago I put it in there, and of course when I put the radio on scan, if there's any activity, it'll stop there and give me a heads up.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, I might have a listen. As I say, I was never really into it, and I remember having my ham license for a few years, and somebody said, "Oh, you should go to Citizens Band." Well, I thought, no, I don't think I'll bother. So I'm like you, Chuck. Pretty well forgot for most of my ham life all about Citizens Band.
Yeah, yeah. And gosh, I was into it for quite a few years. Actually, I got the bug back in 1975, Colin. And of course, when I traveled on the road there for about a decade, the only CB was inside my truck. when I traveled with the carnival during the 1980s, and that's the the only time I put my hands on a CB was when we were traveling. So, but anyways, thank you so much. And yes, I forgot today was Monday. Listen to me. This is the Monday night oopsie or accidental night net. And here I am thinking that you had your Tuesday net on today. So it looks like I'll be joining you tomorrow. Here I was thinking I forgot to check in with you today. So I'll be sure to check in with you tomorrow, Colin, at 2 o'clock or in the 2 o'clock hour, anyways, on 7.100 on the Transprovincial Net, my friend. Anything else to add?
Yes, I'll just say that I look forward to you checking in with me, Chuck. Always enjoy our QSOs. And, I have to admit that when you mentioned about my hour on the net, for a brief second, I thought, my God, did I miss the net? And then it came to me. just for a brief second, I thought, oh, my God. Barry will be would have been checking in, and I wouldn't be there to hand it over to him, but I recovered. 73 to you, Chuck, and everyone else on frequency.
Okay, Colin, you have yourself a great rest of the evening, and we'll chat tomorrow, more than likely. Okay, so that clears my list. Let's see who else is out there would like to check into the Monday night accidental net. Please come now.
VA3
Oh, boy, you're fast. Was that VA3 BMW? Oh, you own both, right?
I just do that to mess people up once in a while.
Well, it worked. Come on in, Bill.
Good evening. I just had a customer. I sold a scooter the other day, and the battery was toast. So I had to rebuild the battery. So I built a new battery for it. And he just fixed it up, and away he goes. So he's happy again.
All right. Yeah, geez. I'm starting to I'm starting to think I may need one of those scooters there. More and more, Bill, with my mobility issues here, man. It sucks.
Well, I can relate to that. Well, more so the wife. She has problems too. She's nursing for like 45 years. Like she's been there, done that, and I think it's taken a toll on her. So now she's going through she's got the walker and canes and stuff like that, and now she's going to pain management. And she says, I've been looking after people for 45 years. Now it's their turn to look after me.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And so no one can beat Father Time, but when you start losing your legs, it's it's different. I see seniors able to walk around no problem, and then me having issues. It's sometimes it gets a little depressing, Bill, because I was a big I walked everywhere, and so I got lots of mileage under my legs, but well, geez, maybe that's why. Time to slow down now. But anyways, yeah, I didn't know you sold scooters.
Well, I just pick them up here and there, fix them up. Like these are talking about scooters, like a two-wheel job, not the wheelchair version.
Oh, the e-bikes, you mean?
Yeah, I pick them up here and there and fix them all up and turn them over again. And this customer here just had one, and it's not bad. Gives me something to do. And I picked up a pile of 18650 cells, and I pull them to the ringer to make sure the capacities are up on them and what have you. And I build battery packs if we need them.
Yeah, those 1800s there, yeah. Oh, very good. Well, maybe next spring I'll be calling you up to see if you have anything in stock there, Bill.
Exactly. Yeah, I was getting. Well, I have an e-bike. It's a fat tire one,
and I use that for camping. So I'm afraid to take it around here anywhere. Leave it someplace it'll be gone. So, but anywhere go anywhere, I usually use the motorcycle for that. So, and when you see 800 pounds, it's a little harder to steal.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, I've got a locked gate to my backyard, and there's a nice wide walkway between the houses to get there. So it would definitely be going in the backyard and locked. Uh, I had somebody giving me a hard time once. The property manager had sent over Abel because we had seen some rats outside under the deck there, and the person decided not to do their job because they said the back gate was locked. And I was like, listen, first of all, I've got a dog. And second of all you got to do is knock at the front door and I'll open the gate for you. If you think you could just run over here, run into my backyard, drop off a black box with bait in it, and then leave, you're mistaken. This is not in this neighborhood.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Years ago, I used to live down the street from you on Norman Street, and actually, that's when I first got my license back in the '80s. So I used to live down there. So yeah, I know what you mean. My neighborhood was a little better back then, but yeah, unfortunately, it's hard to. I'm afraid to take it anywhere, even with a lock on it, because only a lock rate stops an honest person.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the thing is with mine, the latch is on the inside in the backyard, and the fence is like almost or the gate's almost like 7 feet high. So you'd have to be pretty tall to reach over to the latch, and right from there, you've got a lock to deal with. So I feel pretty confident. If anybody's going to come in, they're going to make it into the backyard one way or the other. They'll walk into the neighbor's backyard, hop the fence, take what they want, and then leave, right? But if you can give out some kind of deterrence, then plus all the cameras, they help. I got cameras covering almost every angle.
Yeah, the same thing in my place too. Yeah, got everything coming and going, and whatever you have to nowadays. Anyway, Chuck, appreciate it. I'll drop. I'll be in the pot next week. I'm going back to Selkirk again, camping, so I'll be probably checking in from there on the Wednesday night again. So we're going for 4 nights this time. Last time I went to 3 activations, actually 4. I was able to do one down the road from Selkirk, Holdeman Conservation, or Holdeman Park or some sort. It's a real divey place, really. It wasn't the greatest, but I was able to activate that.
Yeah, don't leave your equipment alone for too long. But yeah, very good. Okay, well, good luck. Hopefully the band conditions will start easing up a little bit there during the daytime. It's horrible. All right, Bill, thanks for checking in. Do appreciate it, sir. Anything else?
That's about it. I'll get back to what I'm doing here, and got my little buddy here, so he'll be going to bed soon. Thanks again, Chuck. And 720 on frequency, VE3BNW, or VA3BNW.
All right, very good, Bill. Thanks. And Guy asked a question on the YouTube stream. No 24-hour notice? Well, yes, they phoned me, said they would come, but they wanted me to leave the back gate open. And they showed up at whatever 7 or 8 in the morning. They wanted to come and not even let me know they were here. They just wanted to go in my backyard, and I was like, nope, we're not doing that. So there you go. All right, we're getting near the top of the hour. Well, we still got time to take some more check-ins. I will be transitioning over to the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club HFNet at 8 p.m. on 7.150, either up or down from there if the channel is the frequency is busy. And yeah, so who else wants to check in to the Monday night Oopsie Net? Please come now. All right, who wants to be last? This will be last call for the Monday night Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. This is Chuck in Hamilton, VA3CJZ. Last call. All right, well, that's it for tonight. Thank you so much to everyone who checked in on the YouTube streams, both for VA3IMW and myself, VA3CJZ. I will be transitioning over quickly to see if there's anything going on with the VE3NCF repeaters until 8 p.m. and then switching over to Rick's Net. Thank you all so much. Have a great rest of the evening. This is VA3CJZ. So long. 7-3. I'll be QSY. Don't go anywhere. The stream is still going.
So you might pass that on to the guys tonight there, Spencer. So thanks for taking the net. Really appreciate that. And I'll say 73 for now. VE3QEE back to net control.
Not a problem, Marty. My pleasure. Glad to be able to fill in whenever I can, whenever you need some assistance. And thank you very much for the good news on John David there. We'll clear with VE3QEE and listening for any last-minute check-ins for the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club Monday Night Net.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu.
Okay, I think there were 2 stations in there, and you were a perfect double. So can we get that again, please?
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, VA3CJZ.
Did we double again?
Okay, I got CJZ in there. Who is the other station?
Sounds like it was VE3 Bravo Kilowatt.
I was in there too. I'm looking for Marty there. I got a question for him.
All right, go ahead, Rick, and hang on there, Chuck. We'll get to you in just a second.
Marty, are you still there? Yeah, that link you were telling me about for Vermont, I think it was Vermont Mountaintop. I never did get it there, the link for the SPR. Can you send that to me again, please?
Roger. It was, I think, West Virginia, and it was another mountaintop in West Virginia. It was, I'll send it to you, Rick, VE3QEE.
Okay, very good, because the other 2 that I usually use aren't working at all tonight. And that is good news about John David. I was wondering that myself, so hadn't heard nothing. But anyway, good news for sure.
I think it was something like a 5-hour operation, and then he was in intensive care for like a day and a half or so. But he's last heard, James got a picture that Rochelle set up, showed John David sitting up in bed. So he's doing a lot of sleeping during his recovery, but he was sitting up enough to get his picture taken, and Rochelle sent that along to James Thomas. So sounds like the boy's out of the woods and making a recovery.
That's fantastic. Okay, well, we'll let you go. I'm going to go to HF now. And, yeah, so I'll be looking for that link. So 73 to Spencer and you, Marty. This is B3 Bravo Kilowatt. Anybody else want to pick up? Go ahead.
Yeah, we've got VA3CJZ Chuck waiting there. Chuck, please go ahead.
Okay, hi, Spencer and everyone on net. Just a quick check-in. I just finished the net, the Lake Ontario Radio Club Monday night net on the ZOE Repeater, and thought I'd quickly switch over here to say hello. And then I'm going to be streaming Rick's net on YouTube. Look up VA3CJZ and click on the live button, and you'll be able to follow along. So thanks for picking me up, Spencer. Have a good night.
VA3WHU recheck.
All right. Thank you very much for the check-in there from you, Chuck. And we'll look forward to hearing from you down the log. Carol, please go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Spencer. Sorry to hear about John David. I didn't know that he was in the hospital there. I hope everything's going to go well with him. So I know we always meet up at the CNE at the air show every year, but looks like he's not going to be able to make that this year. So if anybody's talking to any of the family members there, please give them my love.
Yeah, I'm sure someone on here is in contact with his family, so they'll pass that message along, and I'll make mention of it to folks at coffee as well. So thank you very much, and yeah, it's definitely good news to hear that he's doing better than he was. So we'll say 7-3 to you, and it is now after 8 o'clock. So with that, I will close down the net and return the repeaters back to normal use. Thank you very much to everyone who checked in. This is Victor Alpha 3 Sierra Papa November saying good night and 73.
Okay, we're going to transition over to the HF net. Let me switch that over. And
Check in, please.
you're on upper side. VA3CJZ, you are on upper sideband, Rick.
Kilowatt. Echo 3, Bravo November Whiskey.
There we go. You are now listening to the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club HF net.
But I can't quite make it out there. Chuck, are you able to make him out there, over?
Bravo November Whiskey.
Okay, I hear you in there. If you go slow with your call sign, we'll be able to make it out here in Hamilton, over.
Yes, Rick, it's Victor Echo 3, Bravo, November, Whiskey.
Okay, that's VE3, Bravo, November, Yankee. So have I got that call right there, over?
Negative. Bravo, bring naked women.
Say that slower again, please.
VE3, bring naked women.
Bare naked ladies? Is that you, Bill? All right, okay, and so we had the last letter on there. Okay, anyway, you're in the line there, Bill, and yeah, I'm on the local antenna here at SDR's useless tonight. The distance is too far, too long, whatever. So I got more chance of hearing you on the local antenna, but you're down a little bit. So anyway, thanks for checking. Bill, you got anything for the net? Over.
We're pretty good there, Rick. We just jump in and give you a bean for the pot.
Just a bean for the pot, he said.
Okay, very good. I'm glad you can hear better now again. Okay, very good. Bean for the pot. Thank you, Bill. Let's see who else is out there. That was Chuck there. How's it going, Chuck? I have not got any SDR on tonight. I can't. The two that I normally use are too short, and the long one that Marty was going to send me, I haven't got it yet. So anyway, I'm just going to play it by ear, and if I can't hear him, maybe you will.
Yep, absolutely there, Rick. Looks like I got to turn my tuner on there. I've got high SWR.
Okay, very good. Hey, well, for some reason I'm hearing you in Pennsylvania, so maybe it isn't so bad after all.
All right, Rick. Yeah, you can hear me, eh? Okay. Very good. So, how's my audio?
It's a little bit bassy and very loud, but I got the thing because of noise. I got it up loud too, so that doesn't mean too much. But it sounds a little bit bassy there.
All right, just let me turn the mic EQ and the processor on, and we'll be good to go.
Yeah, it sounds not bad there. So I don't know if you've changed anything or not, but anyway, I'm listening to you direct, and when I get that other SDR, maybe we can use that on Thursday. So we'll wait and see what happens there tonight. I tried looking for it, but I didn't get it. Apparently it's a mountaintop in Vermont. So anyway, we'll have to check that out later. Okay, this is VE3 Bravo Kilowatt for Hamilton Amateur Radio Club. If you can hear me, you don't have to remember anything to check into our net. Please go now. Yeah, I think I saw you demonstrate that DX button or whatever it was for somebody that was down in the mud. And you push that button and they come right up. That was fantastic. I saw that on YouTube.
Yeah, it's got quite a few things you can do to bring up poor signals there, Rick. And the super...
And hope you enjoy our hour here. Whether we get very many people for now, we will wait and see. I may not be able to hear him. Chuck may be able to hear him better than me. So, okay, this is VE3 Bravo Kilowatt. Anybody, anywhere? If you want to join the internet, please go now. I'm actually hearing a little bit in Pennsylvania. I cut the other one off. I couldn't hear anything on that one. And we were hearing DX or something coming in there before. So anyway, let's see who else. Local, maybe this will be a local net like we had in the past few weeks ago. Well, maybe a few months ago when the band was long. So we'll see what happens, and maybe our friends here in the PEI will join us. If the band is long, we'll be able to hear him. They're pretty good. Okay, and there was somebody in Ottawa as well that was running 500 watts, and we usually hear him quite well too there. So Ottawa, we usually have a pretty good pipeline to Ottawa. So this is VE3 Bravo Kilowatt for the HF net. We're on 7150 on a Monday night. So Monday night net for the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club. Please go now. Conditions aren't very favorable for me tonight. Anyway, and let's see, we'll have to check our noise floor here and see what we're at. But anybody that can hear us, they may be able to hear us, and I may not be able to hear you. But we have Chuck here listening along, and he has a Super VA2 radio that should help out in noisy conditions. So this is Victor Echo 3 Bravo Kilowatt. Please go now. Yeah, I could swear I hear somebody in the background, but yeah. Yeah, that's probably me hearing stuff there, Chuck. Over.
All right, Rick, I've switched over to the handheld mic, and this is probably what you're used to hearing. How's the audio now, Rick?
Well, beautiful, beautiful, nice and clear and crisp and loud. That's really good.
All right, very good. So we've got a couple of new check-ins on the YouTube stream. Rick, we've got MC Shaggy with a call sign of Victor Echo 3 Delta Juliet Zulu. That might ring a bell. VE3ZOE.
Okay, and yeah, okay, and so that's Huey, right? So hello, Huey, and who else is out there? Chuck, go ahead.
All right, we've got Damien. I'm not sure if that's the Damien that we know. There's no call sign yet. But he says he thinks that this is the SDR in West Virginia on the mountain that you were talking about earlier.
Oh, yeah, he probably heard us, and I was talking to Marty about it. And for me to stop and go look at my emails and everything to see where it went, I thought maybe it went into the junk folder, because Marty said he sent it last Thursday.
Oh, what? There's a new SDR?
Yeah, there's another SDR. It's in western Vermont, and it's on a mountaintop. And it's a little further away. So on Thursday, I could not hear somebody on the Pennsylvania one very well. He was very down in the mud, but Marty heard him perfect. and he was listening on the other SDR there, over.
Oh, okay. Well, Damien's talking about one in West Virginia on the mountain, so I don't know if it's a separate one or not, but in any case, yeah. Yeah, sometimes you gotta switch SDRs. I know who is it? Rowley on the Nickel Belt net, VA3 Bravo November Bravo. He says he's got 5 SDRs that he uses when he does the Nickel Belt net there, Rick.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Well, see if, yeah, that's the one. I got it mixed up. It was Virginia, yeah. And if Damien knows what the address is, if he can type it in for you, maybe you can just send it over to me and I can click on it and bring it up there, and that might help out there right now. I am hearing you partially in Pennsylvania, but I wouldn't count on that being very accurate there. So I'm listening to you correct there. Definitely a lot better track.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. So are you there? 20 over. Excellent audio there, Rick. I wouldn't turn it up anymore. And I've got just a hair under S9 for noise floor, and that's high. I'm usually good with S8, but it's closer to 9 right now. So, and the band conditions have been terrible throughout the day. But I see 40 meters is on the fish finder here uh, on my screen, showing a lot of activity on 40 meters. And yes, you can add Victor Alpha 3 Charlie Oscar Foxtrot. That is the Damien that we all know. Back to you, Rick.
Okay, yeah, Roger on that. I assumed it was him. VA3COF, thanks for being there. And if you can type in the actual address to that place, then we could maybe try it if we can get on there. And maybe I'll take a break and go and see what I don't usually do email on this computer, but it is capable of receiving them. So although every time I go to receive it, I receive hundreds of emails. So I gotta wait till they come down, and not very conducive to finding something. So anyway, well, you're sounding good here now in Pennsylvania. I am listening to you in Pennsylvania, and you're sounding good there as well. So some of the changes you maybe made the difference too, and I guess the band is changing. Whatever my noise level is, just under 9. Just under 9 tonight, and sometimes it's around 7. So when it's around 7, I can usually hear everybody right there. So back to you there, Chuck, VA3CJZ from VE3 Bravo Kilowatt.
All right, Rick. Well, first of all, you cannot type in a web site address on the YouTube's chat. They won't allow it. And so, but if there's a call sign for that web SDR, maybe you can look it up that way. If Damien could type that in, but yeah, you can't put in www.so-and-so. They won't let you.
Yeah. Okay. So what was the call sign then for that website?
Oh, he hasn't responded yet. Sorry, Damien, we can't see the link. YouTube will not allow it. Is there a call sign for this web SDR that we could maybe look up? Because you said link is above. There's nothing above. It didn't come through because YouTube will not allow those.
Yeah, that's when you gotta get fancy and use the word dot and at and that kind of thing. I've seen that sidestep before. So anyway, well, let's carry on here and see if there's anybody else out there wants to join in our net, and see if they. I think it was Rhea that was checked in a couple of weeks ago, and I heard her on the All-Star stream, so I wonder if she's on HF listening to us there. And so, anybody anywhere, this is VE3 Bravo Kilowatt for Amalanche Radio Club. Man, it could be a slow hour there. Yeah, the band conditions are not that good, I guess. So, anyway, yeah, some of the regular guys don't seem to be checking in anymore. I think I'd have better results on 80 meters. But, you know, the trouble with going to 80 meters is a lot of people don't have antennas that big.
Yeah, that's the thing, eh? You know that Randy fella up in Algonquin Park there, VA3XV, he does a net every night from 8 o'clock until 10 o'clock, and man, does he ever get out good. He's on 3.760, and he streams it on YouTube as well too. So I check in with Randy as often as I can there. And man, he comes in here at 15 to 20 over there, Rick. So yeah, 3.760 if you ever get a chance. It's called the Junction Net. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
Oh yeah, I've checked in regular with him quite often there. I check in once or twice a week maybe. And so yeah, we've got one antenna that will work on 80 meters, and yeah, he's usually about 20 over. He hears me pretty good, so I can't hear everybody that he talks to up there, up north. No. But I hear quite a few, so it's not bad for 80 meters, especially when I'm on a compromised antenna. But it does work. Not too bad. So this is VE3 Bravo Kilowatt, and we're looking for anybody else that wants to check in on our net here on the Monday night HF net. We're carrying this on during the summer months, and we're here every Monday night between 8 and 9 Eastern Standard Time. At 9 o'clock we go to 28,485, and you know, you can join us for a ride too there, or if the band happens to be open, sometimes it is. We have quite a few good pop-ins there. So this is VE3 Bravo Kilowatt. Anybody anywhere? Please go now.
All right, Rick, I'm not hearing anything, but Damien did come back with a call sign for that web SDR. And when you're ready, it's Kilo 8, Mike Lima Mike. Kilo 8, Mike Lima 8 is the web SDR call sign there. Rick, back to you.
Kilo 8, Mike Lima Mike, is that Roger?
Roger.
Okay, we'll have to look that up later, and so that I got it ready to go on Thursday. And yeah, because that was something, usually something when Marty can hear somebody better than me, and he actually could by listening on this other SDR. So he was telling me that the band was going long, and that was in the middle of the daytime. So who knows? You know, this band is a fantastic band. I mean, sometimes in the middle of the night you work to Europe, and you know, the wee hours of the morning, and yeah, sometimes when you get up early and you turn it on, it's fantastic. But other times the noise floor here in the sea just too high. Anyway, so anybody listening there, we're streaming live on YouTube, VA3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, and Chuck will answer your chat there, and thanks for that information there, Damien. And I assume that you're still awake. So anyway, this is VE3 Bravo Kilowatt. Anybody anywhere? Go now. Okay, I've been intermittently listening on the SDR in Pennsylvania, and it's getting static crashes, and sometimes the receive disappears. So that's the kind of problem you got with some of these SDRs there, over.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm getting static crashes here, Rick. It's going from 8.5 to 9.5 S units, and so yeah, we're getting static crashes now.
Okay, I don't detect them here locally, but I definitely do in Pennsylvania. So, yeah, that's one thing about those SDRs. They're pretty much useless if you have some kind of storms in the area. And the ones that are on mountaintops, definitely they work really good when they're working. But you know, if there's a stormy area or a storm coming or whatever, they're almost useless.
Yeah. So I know I've experienced that too as well. But yeah, as usual, 40 meters. A lot of people are on 40 meters around the gray. We're at the gray line right now. What is it? Around 8:30? Yeah. So I'm sure things will be hopping for a little bit.
Yeah, that could be. And yeah, I know at Gray Line too. In the past I worked Australia on Gray Line. They're on 4 or I think it was 6 different bands, and I was out camping, but that was in a cycle that was pretty hot. So anyway, but Gray Line, boy, that's the place to be. And anyway, yeah, so you might be able to pick up anybody anywhere, depending on if they're hearing us okay. And, it doesn't matter too much about your antenna or what kind you got, because, if the propagation is there, you're going to hear them.
Yeah, absolutely. I know I've gotten places like Africa during the gray line transition there, and yeah, it's really it's a really good time, either in the morning or in the evening at sunset there, Rick.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, well, when I was camping that one time that we did that, that was Mel, VE3ZOE, the original owner of that call sign. And he used to get down there with his 400 watts and talk to his buddy in Australia. So, his buddy in Australia could hear me, but not always well. So Mel helped out. And I was camped. I was running emergency power on the generator, and I had antennas up in the tree, and I was still doing it. So, that was when I used a big stick tuned for 10 meters, and the big stick, top of it, I had it tied so that the top was stuck out through the top of the tree in the canopy. And the canopy cut down the receive signals, but boy, oh boy, was it quiet. You could hear people, and that was with my Yaesu 101ZD. So can you imagine that, eh? Yeah, 1,000-watt generator hooked up to a 101ZD, and working great line. Now, I didn't have too much success with the narrow filter on that for CW. Somebody had a newer radio than me, and when he went to 500 hertz, I guess he just couldn't hear me anymore, and I could hear him perfect. So, he said, well, I didn't hear you. You disappeared. So I could hear him, and I kept calling him and everything, but, oh well, I guess he was just too narrow cooking radio. But that was back in the good old days.
Yeah, I had my hands on a 101ZE, I think. It was a hybrid model there. So, uh, I left it with John, the original founder of the AREGnet, VE3JSU, and he's had it ever since, and now it's up in Thunder Bay with him. And I have his radio. He actually swapped out his radio with mine, and but it looks now like he wants to keep that radio, and it looks like I'll be keeping his.
Oh yeah, what kind of radio is that?
John's radio is a 757 GX, I think, Yaesu, and mine was the 101ZE or ZD. I'm not sure.
Yeah, there was a 101 Echo. I don't know about ZE, but ZD, definitely a ZD. That I had one of those, but for some reason it started to drift a little bit. Only when I was on CW. When I was on phone, it was okay. So anyway. So I ended up selling that radio to some fellow in Burlington. I'm sure he fixed it up. But anyway, I didn't pay that much for it. It was entry class for me, and I had that before it was actually a ham, and we had the plug pulled out of the back so it would not transmit. So anyway, different rules. Different rules. Same rules, but different ways of doing things then. Anyway, okay, let's see if anybody else is out there we can hear. This is Victor Echo 3 Bravo Kilowatt. Anybody anywhere? And if you're on YouTube, I'll let Chuck know you're there. Yeah, hey, I'm hearing you. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Oscar Foxtrot. And how are you doing there, Damien? Whereabouts are you? Are you near Huntsville somewhere? Okay, well, I'm only hearing part of that because when static crash was here, I tried to get you direct and you're not good direct. Maybe Chuck is hearing you a lot better there. Can you go ahead there, Chuck?
Actually, I got a really faint copy on Damien there, but I was in the process of trying to pull him in there when you called me.
Yeah, okay, Damien, do you want to repeat that last thing? Did you say you were mobile?
Oh.
Okay, Damien, I know you're there. I didn't get much of that. There static crashes are wiping you out, and I don't know whether Chuck with the Super DX can hear you a little better or not. Chuck, how did you make out, over?
Yeah, no, unfortunately, I wasn't able to pull him in. I just got way too much noise, Rick. uh, S9 and above noise floor there is just not working.
Yeah, okay, Damien, did you copy that VA3COF from VE3 Bravo kilowatt? Did you copy that?
He faded out now.
Well, okay, Damien, thank you very much for the effort, and it's just one of those nights when the band conditions aren't that good. I'm trying to hear you on the one SDR, and I'm getting a lot of static crashes, and it kills what you're seeing every once in a while. And when I listen locally here, I'm not sure I can even hear you at all there. So thanks, Damien, and try again for a final and see if we can make any of it up there. Go ahead. It makes a poor copy. I'm sorry, Damien. So we'll say 73, and thanks for the effort. And at least you can put information into Chuck there on the YouTube stream. So we'll say 73. I'm getting static crashes here, and it just wipes you out sometimes. Anyway, and of course Chuck's 20 over, so it doesn't matter whether he's on that one or not. Usually it comes in pretty good. Okay, so let's make another call out. This is Victor Echo 3 Bravo Kilowatt for the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club, HF Net on a Monday night. Anybody, anywhere, we're located in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, the west end of Lake Ontario. So if you can hear us, give us a call. This is VE3 Bravo Kilowatt. There's so much noise, I swear I'm hearing things. I thought I could hear somebody on my direct antenna, but if they're there, I couldn't make out the call sign anyway. So, anyway, unless you heard somebody.
Negative.
Yeah, okay, well, your conditions over there seem like the same as over here. Just under the 9, and usually, when the noise floor is really bad, it's 9 plus. So, of course, your signal gets way over that, 20 over. Yeah, so, anyway, and the fact that I'm hearing anything on the SDR is actually wonderful. So, once I get that other one set up, maybe I'll be able to hear better. And, maybe we could have picked up Damien even better as well. But that's the way it goes. Anyway, so this is the HF Net on a Monday night. Anybody, anywhere, if you want to check in, please go now. Yeah, anyway, what was it, last week? Last week, everybody cleared off, and then you came in and let yourself be known. Yeah, well, we didn't even know you were there. So we would have probably turned it over to you a couple of times. But that was 10 meters. That was pretty good.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I was there the whole time, and nobody turned it over to me, but that's all right. I hung out and was listening there with you guys.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, sometimes we get some interesting topics, and Paul is wealth of information. He's he studies up on stuff, and so sometimes he knows the theory of it a lot better than anybody else does. But me, I was more of a practical guy, and we tried something out in the field, and if it didn't work too good, we didn't use it. And I found that generally speaking, a quarter wave, or like a half-wave dipole, up a quarter wave, at least a quarter wave of the band, I'm talking 40 meters here, up about 30 feet, and boy, oh boy, did that ever work good. I had it shaped like a V, so it would work off the sides, somewhat. It was pretty much omnidirectional, really, but it had lobes off the side, so I could work Western Canada and Eastern Canada and Europe and Eastern Seaboard. It worked fantastic, that 40-meter dipole. So it worked better than some of the stuff I've had here. So you don't have to have anything fancy to work. And the beam definitely helps out because it has gain. It has gain like flashlight quality. And when you turn the amp on and you use that gain too, it's amazing who you can get. And they hear you even if the signal is way down, So it's pretty fantastic. Anyway, you'll find all that stuff out there. So you've been doing a lot of DX in there, Chuck. That stuff I send you, like that really would help out to find different stations that are DX there, over.
Oh, yeah, absolutely there, Rick. And I do appreciate those emails. Thank you. Keep them coming. And I just added a new country/entity. It was the last 2 weeks ago. Rodriguez Island. Tiny speck of an island in the South Indian Ocean.
Wow, I don't think I've worked that one. Hey, the one I worked, I don't know whether I told you about this one or not. Anyway, I worked this guy, and he was in Georgia. And I thought, Georgia, big deal. Well, why is this call sign weird? And then I found out he's in the country of Georgia, over in Europe, right by Russia. Anyway, so that was kind of neat doing that, but that was a long time ago.
Yeah, Georgia is, used to be part of Russia. It probably still is, but, the country, Georgia. Not too many people know that.
Yeah, I know. Well, it caught me by surprise. And, his signal is that good. That's the thing about 40. His signal was that good that I couldn't tell the difference. So he could have been in Georgia, U.S. and not Georgia, the country of. Anyway, but that's the way it goes. And it's always nice working some of them strange countries over there close to Russia. And I don't know whether a lot of them. There's been a lot of changes over there. Recently, especially with this war going on. So you never know who you're going to get if you happen to get on there. So the best idea is to do that DX news and go to DX Summit, punch in the call sign, see if the guy's on. And you never know, he might be on, and then you go to that frequency and listen for him. You might hear him, you might not. So anyway, that's almost like cheating, but boy, oh boy, it works sometimes. And the one time I worked a station that it was DX, and they they were on an island, so-called island. It was a sand dune, and during the high tide, the water came up to their knees, and so they were on like stilts. And so when you work them guys, you know, their ground plane was actually the ocean for sure. But anyway, that was something else. Them guys working on stilts, unbelievable. Anyway, imagine what some guys will do for the hobby there over.
Yeah, well, I've heard of houses on stilts, but running radio equipment on stilts, yeah, that's a new one. Yeah, people will go to all kinds of lengths to try and improve their signals. And yeah, absolutely, water does well uh, for distance. And so let's see. Oh, it's 8 coming up on 8:48 p.m. Geez, the hour just flew by there, Rick, even though the only call sign you got was me and Damien and Huey.
Yeah, really. Yeah, and Huey was on the YouTube stream. So, yeah, anyway, don't forget Bill. We got bare naked ladies.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget Bill. Anyway,
That's right.
Well, you give a call out and see if anybody's hearing you there. You got excellent audio right now.
All right, Rick. Well, let's see now. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, on behalf of the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club. Looking for check-ins. Anyone, anywhere, please come now.
Oh, you didn't pump up the power there, Chuck. I can hardly hear you. VE3ZOE. Good evening, everyone.
Hey, good evening there, Paul. Bump up my power. Okay. Oh, maybe I need to. Okay, hang on.
I'm kidding, Chuck. You're blasting in here. That was the point.
All right there, Paul. Yeah, I got you in there. No problem. Let's see if Rick has got a copy on you.
Oh, yeah, I hear Paul. No problem at all.
Is Rick in there? I didn't realize.
Yeah, don't hear me. VE3.
Just teasing you, Rick. Chuck's running the net now, so I thought, Rick must be gone. I know it's all a joke. I heard you earlier. Like you said, good evening, then.
Yeah, good evening. Wow, hey, band's pretty lousy right now. So anyway, we're just doing stuff to entertain ourselves. Anyway, we'll probably have more fun on 10 meters, and we'll have to make sure we turn over to Chuck. You know, if he's going to be there, and he better let us know that he's there. And yeah, we talk about anything there. So anyway, this is the HF Net on Monday night, 7150. And anybody anywhere, if you're hearing us, give us a call. Yes, I don't know what happened. I guess you call that an email fail. Marty was supposed to send me a link, and I hunted high and low for it, even in my junk mail and everything, and I could not find it. So I don't know whether one maybe had some letter off or something when he mailed it to me. I have no idea. But anyway, so now he's going to mail it to me again, and Damien's helped out. We got the call sign, so I can go look it up. Till what, 8 Mike Lima Mike. I can go look up at STR. So it is a little longer. And on Thursday, Marty surprised me. He could actually hear somebody better than I could. because I was on the ESTR in Pennsylvania, and I could hardly hear this guy. And Marty was on the other one in Southwest Virginia on a mountaintop, and he heard this guy fine. So, you never know. Anyway, but I've been listening here locally on my own antenna, and you're coming in right on that fall. Anyway, so, let's see if there's anybody else out there, and we got 8 minutes to go. This is Victor Echo 3, Bravo Kilowatt, anybody anywhere for the HFNet. So, Paul, what have you been doing with yourself there? Anyway, I think you had some project on the go there. Have you got everything finished, or what were you actually doing there, over?
Well, I've got several projects on the go and various stages. One I'm very close to finishing, which is the emergency transfer relay switch for when the power goes out. I'm using a relay to switch the important stuff over via relay to battery backup. I just got through a migraine bout. I mean, when I retired, I almost never had migraine headaches anymore, whereas when I was working, I would get 1 or 2 a year. But I suffered one recently, 3.5 days. It's been miserable. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to see light. Had to sleep through most of it. So I'm feeling better now, but pretty shitty in the last couple of days.
Well, I got to tell you about a guy that retired. He retired a long time before I did, and I used to go over to his place and see his railway setup. And we're talking about spring relays. Way back when we had spring relays. That's the stuff he retired with. And he had his whole train set through his floor, or through his basement, all set up with these relays. And that was his pride and joy. And, it gave him something to do. And, he made use of some surplus wire and stuff like that, and the relays, and that worked. He was Simon K a long time ago. He wasn't a ham either. But anyway, it's one of those guys that enjoyed his railway, full-scale railway. So anyway, so there's all kinds of things to get involved with after you're retired, and I think the whole idea is to keep things active.
Well, I'm always building something new here. Excuse me. Look, it's the application that you're going to use the relay for. If you have constant use, where the relay is engaging 20 or 30 times a day, that sort of thing, there's much better out there than a standard, mechanical relay. But this only is going to go into effect when hydro goes out, and hydro's only been out 3 times in the last year or so. So I've used a standard 30-amp auto relay because they're just like everywhere. You can find them everywhere. They handle 30 amps, 12-volt driven, and it's going to spend its days basically engaged almost the whole time. Only when you have hydro outage is it going to be called into its switching duties. So a mechanical relay for very intermittent use is fine. I'm not sweating it, and they're cheap.
Yep. Yeah, especially for us at that time. Yeah, anyway. So, he enjoyed it. And I forget how many years he was around, but he enjoyed his other hobbies there after he retired. Okay, let's see. We're getting close to the top of the hour. I guess we got 4 minutes to go. That's another call out. This is VE3 Bravo Kilowatt for the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club HFNet. Anybody hearing us, please give us a call. not hearing too much there, Chuck. And anyway, we had anybody new on the YouTube stream.
Yeah, no, Rick, no activity on the chat, anyways. But we do have people stopping by, checking out the stream there, and so the stream will be ending somewhere around 9 p.m. and switching over to 10 meters, 28.485. So if you guys have that capability there, you should try and listen in. Okay, Rick, I'll send it back to you, sir. Pretty quiet night. Actually, noisy on the band, but not too many check-ins.
Yeah, well, I think you doubled with Paul there. Did Paul, were you saying something?
Yes, I was, but he's closer to you and clobbers the heck out of me. So yeah, Mark is out at the trailer for one night, so he can't be on the radio tonight. But he said to say hello to everyone, and I guess you could call that a remote check-in. He'll be back soon. But he's got no radio out there at the trailer, so no radio. He can't check in himself, so he hasn't.
Yeah, I'm surprised he hasn't checked in, but I wonder if he's even got an antenna up yet. Anyway, it seems like a little priority to him compared to the one year he was on a lake and he put up a 600-foot dipole on the edge of the lake. That worked pretty good.
No, he's working on the actual mount for the vertical that he's going to be installing. But you got to build all the hardware and all that. So he showed me some pictures of it. This is going to be awesome. Very sturdy. So he's working on it. But these things take time.
Right. Yeah. Well, hey. Yeah, something to keep you busy and. Otherwise I think you'd be driving learn nuts. So, but anyway, so is he actually on the river? Is he on what do you call that river there? Is he on the river like out of Caledonia way?
He's in a campsite that's along the Grand River. That's one of the attractions, but he's not right there at the edge. He's on higher ground, so he doesn't have to worry about flooding or anything like that. Anybody who camps really close to the Grand River is seasonal. You have to pull your trailer out at the end of the season. So he's high enough up, but yeah, 2-minute walk and he's right at the Grand River. It's nice and cool out there, cooler, dark skies and fresh air, and I could go on and on. So yeah, he's halfway between Caledonia and Dumbo.
Yeah, okay, well, that's a pretty good area. Yeah, so, yeah, that's good. I know that one year we had a flood in the wintertime, and it was a flood along the river. So anybody that was close to the edge of the river wasn't too good. But that was in the wintertime, so they probably, the campgrounds were probably closed up then anyway. Okay, so anyway, we're clear on 40 meters, and we're going to QSY at 28.485 right at 9 o'clock. Can you believe it? Okay, anyway, we'll see you guys over there. VE3 Bravo Kilowatt QSY.
All right, let's transition over to 10 meters and see how that is. There we go. The heck with it. We'll just go like this. No, let's go back. Let's go.
VE3 Bravo Kilowatt.
There we go.
we're here yet, Chuck. VA3CJZ, B3BJ.
Yes, sir. I have made it over here, sounding loud and proud.
Wow. You still got the stock mic on. That sounds great.
Yeah, still running the stock. Yeah, this stock mic works great, but don't forget, I've got at least half a dozen parametric equalizers to work with too for the audio.
Yeah, well, that makes things, sound really good, especially on the stock mic. But usually a stock mic sets up pretty easy on, with something like that. Anyway, that's when you'll find some of them boom mics, they may act a little bit different than a stock mic when you're trying to set them up. It depends entirely on the range. Like where their sound waves, where's the what do you call it? Where the wave is, whether you can adjust something. If the mic doesn't have a certain area, you can't really manipulate it with the mics because, it's got to have that area. But from my experience, most of them boom mics that you buy, they're rather experienced and expensive. And they usually have quite a range to them, so there's a lot to play with.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They're very different. I find that the studio mics work really good on VHF, UHF, but it's a little bit more finicky on the HF side. You have to get you got to tweak the settings uh, for uh, for the studio mic to sound good. But I know I've got the audio nailed down pretty good for this stock mic there, Rick.
Oh yeah, great. Yeah, great. Well, yeah, you can play at your leisure, and probably a studio mic will probably sound much better when you're working DX.
Oh yeah.
I would think so anyway. Yeah, I worked a guy once, and his audio was just excellent, and he proceeded to tell me he had two 7800s, and they're $17,000 radios, and he had studio mics on them, and he was very, he wasn't bragging at all. So, I found his audio was just fantastic. So he had them set up really good. And, he wasn't bragging at all. He just happened to have that stuff. And then I looked him up on QRZ. He's got racks and racks of radios.
Well, yeah, if you're gonna fork over that kind of money, you're gonna make sure you get it to sound right. So yeah, very good. I know I get compliments from DX on my audio, and that's just using the stock mic. Now, you're right. The studio mic actually performs better on DX than it does locally here. So it might sound terrible to you, or not so great, I mean, but the DX has no complaints with it.
Yeah, really. Oh, yeah, by the way, is there any RF in my audio here? I put a filter on there the other day, and I left it there, and it seems I don't really notice any RF. Did you notice any?
No, I'm not noticing any. But I don't have a fancy radio like Mark does there to tell you. But you sound fine there. Let's pass it over to Paul and see what he thinks.
Well, you both sound, well, what I consider normal, how you always sound. And, setting up the mic equalization is a little bit of a journey at first, and you get it right. People mention this or that, the other thing, you tweak it a little here, and you tweak it a little there, and you kind of settle into a setting that, nobody complains, right? So, anyway, no, these radios we have, Chuck, are, these are stellar modulating radios. These are modern radios, and they do it very well. You can't overdrive it and create harmonics. It won't let you. The ALC and the AVC inside these modern rigs, it's just wonderful. And I kid you not, Chuck, you can try this if you want. Go into the radio, and turn your mic gain up full, like right to the max, and then give us some audio. You'll see.
Oh, yeah? Okay, hang on. All right, well, you might pick up a little bit of the room, but this is at 100%.
See, this ain't no CB radio, Chuck. I mean, it's just really, really loud, that's all. But you're not distorted or anything. What do you think, Rick? Well, he's probably swamping you.
Oh, yeah. No distortion.
Oh, wow, eh? Okay. Well, I had it set to 59% previously, so yeah, right on. Thanks, guys.
Oh, no worries. You can crank it up a bit. You can inch up the compression. I run my compression quite high, 70%. And it won't distort. Like these modern radios they're just great. And so, the DX or whatever, feel free to up it. Whatever you had it set up before was just fine. You can go back there for local chit-chat. Because this, if we're just talking locally, that setting's a little bit annoying.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And by the way, I've watched a bunch of videos on this radio, and they recommend putting the processor at 100%. And I've been running it ever since I changed my settings a couple, 2-3 months ago. And so the processor's at 100%. The AMC level's at 100%. And of course, I got the mic EQ on, and the mic gain is back down to 59.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, it sounds crystal clear. It's loud, punchy, the whole 9 yards. I run my compressor at 70%. My mic gain is set at 35. It's just the setup with the stock desk mic and it's radio. 35 is the ticket here. I can increase it to whatever the hell I want. Doesn't distort. And I don't run full power. I run 80 watts instead of 100 watts. I'm not the kind of guy that wants to run everything just balls out. I always back things off just a touch or two. But that's just me.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, I figure, it's still under warranty, so I'm going to do whatever I can and to see if there's any fault in the radio, and so I have a year to do that. And there's also a new update that enables the Wires X feature that's already in the radio, but it's not available until you do the firmware. But I'm a little scared because the last time I did a firmware upgrade, I had to send the radio back to VE3ZOE in California. But it's better to do the upgrades and that before the year is up, because after that, I'll have to pay.
Absolutely agree, 100%. Totally agree. But for any updates, I never do them online. I always download the file to a USB stick, and then I shut the internet off, unless it needs it, and then I do the update that way.
That's a good.
Yeah, that's what I do as well.
I just don't trust, if you brick it, God, look at the hassle you went through. I don't want to go through that. So, yeah, no, even the TV update that I did on my Sony, no. I downloaded the file, and I stuck it in the TV, and it started doing the update. It says, you need to connect to the internet, and I said, no. I said, keep going, and it did, but it wanted me to connect, rat bastards. Anyway, I don't know, I just don't trust the connection over the internet.
Yeah, you see, with this radio, it has a built-in slot for an SD card. So you download the file to your computer, transfer it onto the SD card, and then back into the radio, and do the upgrade from there.
Yeah, well, that's a much more modern radio. I don't even have a USB port on here. I have to have a special Yaesu adapter, the SC17, to connect this radio to the computer, and that's the only way I can do the firmware update. Anyway, I haven't bothered doing any further updates. I did the one for the FFT screen, extra module I added many years ago, and it works fine. I don't care about any new tweaks or whatever. Make this a little bit faster, that a little bit better. I don't give a shit about that. I don't usually do updates unless there's some value in the update. And same with Windows as well, but boy, we could talk about that all night too. But anyway, that's just me. Yeah, you guys, mileage may vary.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well, this rig has a USB plug-in to go straight into my laptop. Of course, it goes into a uh, what is it? Into a USB hub, and then my laptop's connected. So I like that fact that you can plug in a USB C in there, and like I said, there's a slot for the SD card. And I can also, record and play back people if I want, and also, put messages in for when if I decide to contest. So yeah, a bunch of bells and whistles there, Paul.
Absolutely. I mean, I look at you guys and I think, especially with the 7300s and the radio you got, and I'm real fancy on the FTDX10. That's the split floor Yaesu radio, but I haven't pulled the trigger on that. I don't use the radio that much, but I love the new features you have. It makes it so much easier for everything. Yeah, anyway, more memory, faster speed. Oh my goodness, what's going on? I'm getting messages now.
Yes, I heard that. Did you hear that, Rick?
Yeah, I heard it too. What was that?
Yeah, that was Mark.
Oh, it was on your cell phone.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Paul, that's funny because I think I have that same notification sound that you have.
I wouldn't be surprised. You probably have a Samsung, right?
Yeah, the S20.
Oh, wow. See, I bow to you. I mean, my S20, holy cow. You got all the good stuff. I just bought a new phone last year and a half ago, because they forced me off the network because this wouldn't do the voice over IP 5G bullshit. Anyway, this is a Samsung A16. It's like one of the most popular budget-priced phones that you could buy now. Like, everybody's bought these things. It's good. There's lots of support. Well, S20, oh my goodness. I bow to you.
Yeah, I like it. I think my wife just got a new one too, and it's it's one of the newer one, the S25, I think. It's like the second one top down. Uh, and she's not even computer literate, so she doesn't even. It's a shame because she won't even use half the features that are in that phone.
Well, I don't think any of those can. I mean, seriously, this thing's just... And how many more apps can you load into this thing? I mean, it's a million, gazillion. So, yeah, no, of course not. We only use it for what we want to use it for, and if she doesn't use the full features of the phone, who cares? The S line is the elite line, like your wife's got. Yeah. Walt's got an S23, I think. Very nice phone as well. The A line that I have is the budget-priced line. Less memory, less processor power, blah, blah, blah. Still got a 50-megapixel camera in it. Still got some decent memory. A fairly decent quad-core processor. And I paid... It was funny. It was on sale at Canada Computer for $269 or $259. And then I looked at it like a month later... Deadline was getting close to having to do this, and then it was down to $239. And when I walked in the doors, it was another sale on top of that, $219. So I only paid $219 for this phone.
Oh, wow. I think I had the A15, the one just below the one you got there, but very similar, of course. So, yeah, it was a good phone. I really enjoyed it. But it was nice to get the upgrade.
Oh, for sure, absolutely. I looked at the A15 because it was $20 cheaper. And then I looked at the video and I looked at some other stuff. Now, oh, Jesus, for 20 extra bucks, I think I'll go with the A16. And like I said, when I walked in the door, I got the $20 discount. Anyway, they had some that day discount, $20 discount on lots of the products in Canada Computer. So just got lucky, and I like it. It's a learning curve. Got to figure out the new menu system in a way, and some other stuff. But cool phone. I mean, the battery lasts forever. That's what I like.
Oh, yeah, and you can, set it on battery saver and all that fun stuff. Anyhow, guys, I'm gonna go refill my coffee cup with a freshly grinded. I got myself a grinder there, Paul. So now I'm buying coffee beans and grinding my beans and having a real fresh coffee.
What, right there in the shack?
It's about 8 feet away from me there, Paul. Rick.
Wow, that's handy.
Yeah, it's super good. Those Keurig machines are awesome because they're just super fresh little pouches, and you can change flavor, pod by pod. It's just the expense. Yeah, grinding your own beans is the next best thing. Throw a little bit of cinnamon on top of the grounds before you percolate it, and you'll enjoy that.
All right, I'll have to give that a shot. So yeah, I too use flavored coffees there. Geez, I just went through a bag of amaretto flavor. Another one, chocolate raspberry. So I'm trying out all these different types there, and I've got one of those refillable coffee pots or pods. So I bought two of them, and so instead of buying pods from the store, I have my own pods and I grind my own coffee. And I do occasionally buy the store-bought pods, just when I'm feeling lazy and I don't want to go through the trouble of grinding and so on. And I just pop one in, so very handy.
It absolutely really is. I mean, if they could bring the price down of the pods to be roughly equal to, ground coffee or whole beans, oh man, that business would take off like crazy. I'd have my own machine in here if that was the case, but I don't want to spend the extra money because the extra cost builds up over time. Anyway, I don't know if you can still hear me or not. You probably crossed the room now to get your coffee. Do that. Coffee is very important. It takes a precedent over Rick and I. So get to it.
All right, I got earbuds in right now, so yeah, I'm good to go.
You drink coffee, do you, Rick?
Oh yeah. But I'm the Folgers kind. Yeah. Make a few cups in a pot. And that, it's like the stuff we had at work. Everybody take turns making coffee at work, and we'd be out in the back porch drinking our coffee before work started.
Well, I have been into enhanced coffee, not by the coffee bean or the grinds, but I buy coffee enhancer you pour in as a substitute for cream. And one of my most favorite coffee substitute is the hazelnut latte flavor. Oh, that's so good. Caramel is a good second. Irish cream is good for cold milk. You should try coffee enhancer Irish cream for cold milk. Oh my God, super delicious. Anyway, I got Al up on the hill hooked on this stuff too.
Did you say Al was in there? Go ahead.
No. I said I have Al, who's up on the hill. I got him hooked on this stuff too, the extra flavor that you pour into the coffee. Like I say, you can go to the store. I use the little Starbucks coffee enhancer. It's just less than 1 liter, and you can get different flavors. It's a funny shaped bottle. It's kind of fat at the bottom and tapers towards the top. But it's good to just use it as a substitute for cream or milk. I actually use a little bit of milk and then a little bit of this to make it last longer. I honestly, when I run out of this stuff now, it's like the coffee's naked, and I got to run to the store to get more. But yeah, it's a good way to enhance the flavor of your coffee without actually doing anything to the grinds or the beans or anything like that. You just use it as a substitute for cream or milk, or do half and half like I do.
Yeah, my daughter bought some of that stuff down, and yeah, it's very good. The Irish cream, I have tried that. It's actually really good. But some of it, you know, like that one that you were going nuts over there. You know, I don't think I've ever tried that. I'll have to try that sometime, or maybe suggest it to her. She tries everything new, so. You know, anyway, yeah, that the old man would be stuck just regular coffee, and I get just regular coffee with a little bit of cream in it. That's it. That's all I do. And I quit sugar a long time ago.
I quit sugar, but I still use a sweetener. I use Splenda, which has that plant that's in it. That's a natural sweetener plant that's healthy for you. I don't do aspartame or anything like that. And yeah, the coffee enhancers, you know, it's a lot of older people like us, you know, caught on to this, and the sales in the stores just keep going up and up, to the point where sometimes I go there and they're out of my hazelnut latte and I got to buy a caramel. I'm very disappointed. I don't particularly like Irish cream coffee enhancer in coffee. I like it in cold milk. And the only reason I discovered that was because I didn't like it in the coffee, and I had the whole thing in the fridge, and I'm thinking, well, let me try this just in cold milk. Oh my God, it's just, wow. I mean, stunningly good. So I got Al hooked on that too.
Oh, there you go. You got to try new stuff. So, yeah, well, that sounds like pretty good. I'll have to see next time she's around sometime, yeah, in the future. And if she brings any of it down, I'll have to try that with regular milk, see what that's like. Yeah, anyway, yeah. Well, I find, you know, with regular coffee and just a little bit of creamer in it, or canned milk, sometimes we use that.
With a fresh cup of coffee.
You know, it tastes sweet. It tastes sweet without adding any sugar or Splendid or anything.
Yeah, so when you add especially the condensed milk, yeah, that's got a nice sweetness to it. Absolutely. I just use a little bit of homogenized milk and a little bit of coffee enhanced flavor. I also sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon on top of the grinds just in the basket just before you go to brew the coffee, and a few grains of salt in there as well. I got to the point now where I do this, and I mixed a whole bunch of cinnamon with, you know, just a little bit of salt. The salt takes a tiny bit of the bitterness away, and I sprinkle that on top of my grounds in the basket just before I put it in the machine and hit brew. And you get a nice cinnamon flavor. And cinnamon's healthy for you as well, by the way. You should be having little amounts of cinnamon every single day if you can. I just get it through my coffee grounds. So it adds flavor, right? You get the cinnamon, then you get the hazelnut latte flavor.
Oh, yeah, cinnamon's good. Well, have you ever had toast with butter and put cinnamon on it? That's it. Boy, that's really good.
I remember doing that before, absolutely, and a little bit of sugar, just for the sweetness. No, I don't eat bread at all anymore, like no buns, no bread, no nothing. I don't eat anything like that anymore. Like 100% cut that out of my diet, Rick.
Yeah, well, I'm going to have to cut down, too. My blood sugar has gone up. too high, so, well, too high. Well, it's not really that bad, but still, I don't take insulin, and so I take a little bit of medication for that. And so I got to keep it under control by not having sugar input. But I've been pretty lucky. I mean, like John David there, he has a heart attack, and he ends up in intensive care and triple bypass, and that they've had me in. I've been on medication for heart since I was in my 40s for high blood pressure, and I've never had nothing. They gave me some kind of scan at St. Joe's once, and it turned out regular, or it turned out normal. So I've been pretty lucky. I guess I haven't had any heart attacks or anything like that, knock on wood. Yeah. So, anyway, so I wonder, whether it's the way I eat or what. But, anyway, yeah, well, that bread, no bread, that's a good thing to do.
All right, well, I'm going to end the stream, folks.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
What's
available to us is just, it's made from...
Catch my next videos, and have a great rest of the evening. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, Chuck in Hamilton, Ontario, saying 7-3, so long for now.